Welcome everybody. This is Harshit Pai and this is my RPP presentation. My RPP presentation topic was Brand Dhoni. Now, what is Brand Dhoni? I will come to it a little later, but before that, I want to ask you guys a question. When I say Mahendra Singh Dhoni or just Dhoni, what are the things that might come to your mind? Probably many things. Okay. Now, a boy's point of view would be this: they will say he's a great cricketer. He's the best captain of Indian cricket team. He's the first captain to make India win the T20 World Cup, second captain to make India win the ICC World Cup for the second time, Chennai Super Kings, and many more. What is the girl's point of view? I have no idea, seriously. But be it a girl's point of view or a boy's point of view, we are commerce students, and as commerce students, what point of view should we see Dhoni? We should see him as a brand. You might ask why we should see him as a brand. Well, according to Forbes magazine, Dhoni earns $31.5 million, out of which $28 million are from advertisements. Shocking, right? Majority of his income comes from only brand endorsements. It's like playing cricket is his part-time job. $28 million. Now, according to the same magazine, he's the 31st most richest sports person in the world, which beats Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar himself being in the 78th position. Now, you might ask why Sachin Tendulkar is in the 78th position and Sachin Tendulkar being in the 31st position. Because Dhoni has a sense of marketing in him, which Sachin Tendulkar lacks. Sachin Tendulkar and Dhoni were in the same level in brand endorsements once upon a time. But there came a time when both Sachin Tendulkar and Dhoni at the same time got a deal. Dhoni got a deal from United Breweries (UBC), and Sachin got a deal from another alcohol liquor brand. Sachin Tendulkar, thinking that it is immoral to advertise an alcohol brand, rejected the offer from the liquor company, while Dhoni thought about the market conditions, and he took the deal. And where that what did that impact? What impact did that have on his position of the richest sports persons? When he took the UBC deal, he got around $5 million to endorse their brand. And when he endorsed their brand, he came from 78th position right to 31st position of the top richest persons in the world. According to the Forbes magazine, he's the most paid cricketer in the world and the richest athlete in India. Now, the richest athletes, when his name comes in the rich athletes of the world, he even beats Usain Bolt. Now, brands that are endorsed by Dhoni. Now, Dhoni endorses many brands, and some of those brands are seen here: Orient Fans, Cello, then TVS Sport, Birla Sun Life Insurance, Pepsi, and Unino. No, sorry, Aircel. He endorses 24 different brands, and it is still counting. Now, why Dhoni? Now, companies usually have five motives behind endorsing a celebrity. First is an instant brand awareness and recall. The companies or the marketing people of the companies hire a person or a celebrity when who has an impression over the customers. Now, when the ad is shown on the TV, the impression of that celebrity should be so that whenever you see the celebrity, you're reminded of the brand, and whenever you see the brand, you're reminded of the celebrity. Dhoni has that quality in him. Dhoni's charm and his body are such that when you look at him, you're reminded of the brands he endorses. Now, when I say Dhoni, many people suddenly say Reebok, or they say Orient Fans, or they say TVS Sport, because the marketing heads have hired him, and because they have hired him, he has put an impression on the brand that whenever they look at Dhoni, they're reminded of that brand he endorses. Celebrity values define and refresh the brand image. Now, if a brand, for example, like Pepsi, takes up a celebrity who is not known at all. He's a celebrity, but he's not known. And he's endorsing a brand like Pepsi. Now, what would happen is that the celebrity value is down low. So the brand image of Pepsi would go down too. People would think that Pepsi has gotten broke and cannot hire a rich celebrity and has hired a person who is no one. And the same thing if Pepsi or any other company for that matter takes a celebrity who's famous as their brand endorser, but his image in the public has gotten bad. Then what happens is his bad image affects the brand image that the company owns. Now, for example, if Shah Rukh Khan has gone through a lot of controversies, which has changed his image in front of the public, and if Pepsi hires Shah Rukh to be the brand endorser of that brand, then that brand's value goes down. But if the brand value has already gone down, and if you hire a celebrity who is well known and who has a good reputation in front of the public, your brand image goes high up. Now, celebrities add a new dimension to the brand name. Now, Reebok might be a good brand or a bad brand, but the celebrity it hires, like Dhoni, who has a good body, who has a good charm, who is a good athlete for no doubt, and who plays good cricket, when he endorses the brand, be it a bad brand or a good brand, you are attracted to buy Reebok shoes or Reebok accessories. Instant credibility or aspiration PR coverage. Now, what is PR coverage? PR coverage is public relation coverage. When you have a good celebrity who endorses your brand, your public relations get better. And convincing clients. You should have a particular brand ambassador who convinces clients to buy the products. You cannot have a lethargic brand ambassador who just comes in front of the camera and acts something because he's being paid. No, you need a brand endorser who has that snappiness in, who has that charm in to convince the customers to buy the product. And Dhoni can do all of this to the company. That's why people choose Dhoni. How is Dhoni so successful? Now, the successful brand formula is S is equal to P into D into AB. Now, what is P, D, AB? P, okay, now P sorry for that technical error. Now, S is a successful brand. P is an effective product. D is a distinctive identity, and AB is added values. Now, all of this multiplied together makes a successful brand. Now, how is a brand made successful? By the ambassador they take. Now, if it's not an effective product, then it wouldn't have a distinctive identity and it wouldn't have added values. If it is a good product, doesn't have a distinctive identity, then it will not. Then the good product would be negligible, and the added values would not be considered. If the product is good and so is the distinctive identity, but the added values of the product is not good, then the P and D wouldn't make any sense. This is called the multiplier. Multiply all these three of them, you get a successful brand. Any one of them being zero, you get a bad brand. He's also roped with Riti Sports Management. Now, Riti Sports Management is a management company which brings the brands to the ambassadors, which makes a normal person a brand ambassador. Now, Mahendra Singh Dhoni works with Riti Sports Management in getting the brands he wants. He not only works with Riti Sports Management, but he owns a part of Riti Sports Management. That's why he gets the best brands and he signs the best deals with the Riti Sports Management. And because of Riti Sports Management, he has gotten up to this level he is today. In short, Dhoni knows exactly how to make money. Okay, now there's a simple strategy. Dhoni has a simple strategy, except the formula. First, endorse famous brands. And second, start your own brand. This is called the two-step process. Now he has endorsed 25 plus brands, and after doing that, he has started his own chain of deos called Power 7. Why Power 7? Because he was born on 7th of July or something. All of this added together makes brand Dhoni what it is. Thank you.